Hello everyone, welcome to our video tutorial about Excel charts. In this tutorial, we shall learn how we can create charts given the available data in our worksheet. So to follow this tutorial, you can pause this video and type in some information just like the one you see on my screen. Charts help us to communicate our data graphically, and so this means that if you want to insert the chart in your worksheet, first of all, you have to know the kind of data that you are going to work with, the columns you are going to work with, the rows you are going to work with. So after knowing all those, then you can now go ahead and insert your charts. Charts are found on the Insert tab, so if we can click there once. So from the Insert tab, we have this group for charts. So all these are the kind of charts that you can insert in your worksheet. So before we can select any of these charts to get it inserted in our worksheet, like I've said, you have to first of all specify the information you are going to work with in order to insert the chart in your worksheet. So for this example, we want to use this column for name, then this column for average to create a column chart, and we get it inserted in our worksheet. To do that, we have to go to this column for names. We shall select including the column heading. Then after making this selection, to select this column for average, we have to press on the Control key from our keyboard. So I've pressed my Control key, then I click, hold and move to make another selection. After the selection, you can release the Control key on your keyboard. So these are the two columns we would like to use to create our column chart. So to create our chart, we shall go to this column button. We click on it. We see a lot of different types of the column charts, the 2D column, 3D, cylinder, cone, pyramid and other types. So we are just going to click on this first option for the clustered column. So when we click on it, we have our column chart inserted in our worksheet. Now we can do anything we want with our chart. Now that it is covering some of our content, we can move it by clicking, hold, then dragging it to a different position. So from this chart, we are going to explore its parts. So where we see this word average, this is the chart title area. It is an area where we can put the title of our chart. So to change this title from average to marksheet, so you just click in that area, then delete the text from there and type the heading, for example, mark sheet. Then you have your title inserted there. Then this is the legend area. The legend is like the chart key. So here you can decide to indicate the chart key explaining your chart. Then below here we have some names. So this is the horizontal axis. The horizontal axis is what we know very well as the x-axis. Then this is the vertical axis, which we know as the y-axis. So whenever you insert a chart in a worksheet, these tabs are automatically added. If we can click aside, then we can see those tabs are not there. When you select on your chart, then the Design tab, Layout tab and Format tab are added. So these tabs help you to work with the chart. So these three tabs, that is the design, the layout and format tabs, help you to work with the chart. For instance, you can decide to change the chart layout by clicking on this option, and all these are the layouts that you can decide to work with. For instance, if we click on layout 2, and you see what happens on your chart. So that is the work of this layout or these tabs on your worksheet. You can even decide to change the chart styles. For instance, if you click on that, then you will see the style of your chart also changing. If you want to change this chart type, then you can just go to this option for change chart type. So when you click on it, then you are taken to this dialog box called the change chart type dialog box. So if you want to maybe use these other 3D cone charts, then you can click on that and click OK. Then you will see your chart also changing. Even you can go ahead and still work with these styles. So there are a lot of things that you can do when you're working with charts. Even under the layout tab, you can see there options where you can decide to change the chart title. You can also rename the axis title. You can work with the legend. You can do a lot of other things. All I can tell you is to try to be curious and check out on these three tabs, that is the design tab, the layout tab, the format tab, while working with charts in your worksheet. Hope you found this video tutorial useful to you. That's it for now. See you in our next tutorial.